hola. It is Witchin' Wednesday, if you do not know. And I'm coming today to talk about your altar. First things first, if we want any type of connection, direct connection to your spirit source, then the first thing you need to do is understand that we gotta go through the motherfucking ancestors. So, then you get to your orishas and your other deities, which also I feel it isn't completely necessary, as I've been, going on my journey and shit, done went through the whole little phase, and at the end of the day, you really just need you. So, what I want to talk about is setting up the altar. This is going to be your personal space. So yes, your sacred space. We are creating a space where you can go and let out what it is that you carry, what you hold. I know that you may be familiar with doing it at the church when, the preacher's done, and, sometimes before that, they do an altar call. You come to the altar and you cry and you release and you pray, and we're going to do that right here in our room and at our altar. Spots. When I first started out with my altar, just like anybody, I didn't really know what I was doing or what, needed to be done. But I trusted in what I felt. I didn't straight go out and try to buy every single thing that I felt needed to be on the altar, because I did not have the resources to fucking do that. So I had to work with what I had to work with. I think my first altar was literally a dresser. It was a small little in table dresser. And I put a cloth over it. And I added in what I could do. Of course, I can get my fire. That's a candle. I had a cup of water. I had my incense. And then I had maybe a plant or just something grounding to resemble earth. And that's all I started out with. I didn't have the crystals and all that at first because I wasn't into that. I wasn't trying to be so witchy, and I just wanted to talk to spirit, to my ancestors, to whoever was going to help guide me, So, with that being said, start small. That's the best key to do. Start small. It can be a little table. It can be a little chef. Like whatever you can use to just, you don't even have to go to it. It just needs to be a spot where you can freely talk to your ancestors and allow these clear messages to come through directly to you. So your shrine, your altar, that's it. You got your tablecloth, or I think I went and got some little shit from Dollar Tree. Like, y'all, it does not have to be so extra. And your ancestors, or whoever you are connected to, they will understand. And you making the fucking leap to just to build an altar for them, that's a step in itself. That's big in itself, because a lot of people don't do that. So understand, it doesn't have to be this big old crazy thing. And then eventually, once you get into it, you will start getting your signs of how to move, how to what to put on it. I never put I don't think I ever put pictures of my dead ancestors or anything on there. But I'm still connected very much to them. But I didn't have to post a picture. I put pictures of myself on my altar before I've done anybody else, because at the end of the day, I'm not giving my power to anybody but myself. I'm using the gods, my spirits, my ancestors, and anything that's connected to me. I'm using that as a helpmate. But as far as giving my power to anybody, as far as worshiping and praising anybody, it's myself. I'm out here making these moves. You feel me? Yes, I'm being guided by the higher part of me, but for the most part, I'm out here pushing this. I'm doing this. So I gotta give me the credit. And I gotta believe in who the fuck I am. You understand? And that is what my ancestors have taught me. Gave me all that goddamn strength, So, our assignment is to find a spot, make a space of yours, of your choosing. I personally would start in my room. That is probably your most private area. I feel like eventually, whenever you get familiar with the different ways you can use altars in every, you can literally have one in every room if you want to, but it's literally just up to you on how you want to maneuver and use your altars. But this is just a start for you to be able to have that connection to your ancestors. So we get a cloth, put some water on that table, put your your incense. What else can you put on it? I mean, I feel like anything that is sentimental or, means something to you. Like, your altar is your altar. You can make it however you want to make it. Like, you can put whatever you want to on it, whatever you don't want to on it. It's yours. Only you will understand and know why your altar is the way that it is. Okay? And, like, ever so often I'll get in the mood and, like, I'm literally having to change it up. Some days I want all the crystals on the altar, and the other days there's none. So it just depends on what area I am in and what it is that needs to come in or go out. And you will learn that the more that you go to the altar and you utilize it. And that's the thing, utilizing it. You don't expect to make an altar. Utilizing your altar. I feel like, okay, you make your altar. I honestly don't go in expecting as soon as you set up your little space that all these messages and all these spirits are gonna just come and just relax. It's gonna take time to build that connection. Like I said, it's gonna be based off of your intentions and what are you coming for. Why are you building the altar? What do you want out of building your connection to your ancestors? So yes, it's gonna take time to for them to be like, okay, they serious, let's dive in. And like I said, you're not gonna get much of anything that you are not ready for. So just follow your own pace and just trust in what you're feeling, what you're seeing, and just look up. Every day is full of messages from your divine source, and we just have to pay attention to those messages. And a lot of us, we get those messages, but we just like, whatever. Like, I can tell you one day, like, I swear, like, I had like 3 instant alerts, like, just in my face, trying to tell me, like, nah, bro, don't fuck with that, don't. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then it's like, until it got to the worst, it's like, oh, I should have fucking listened. So now it's like, anything, I'm on it, because I'm like, let me get that message. If it's in a song, if it's in a book, if I walk outside and see a sign, like, everything has its purpose for you. Through your eyes, through your perception, of course, but you just have to understand how to listen, and you have to know what it is that how your soul speaks. And building that altar and connecting, you're gonna get that access, but you have to be patient and you have to trust. And so yes, you just have to trust in your journey and just trust that you're doing it right. I mean, when I was first starting out, I didn't have all this stuff around to just, I literally just isolated and secluded, and I was just going with whatever the fuck my soul, my spirit was pushing me to do. I wasn't trying to compare shit with other things. I just wanted to focus on where I was going and my destination. And we're still traveling, we're still getting there. Like, every day it's I'm still not where I feel like I want to be, but I'm pushing there every day. And it is that, like, some days I'm high up in the clouds, and other days I'm low. Like, I still feel every single emotion, and it's okay. And just because you're in a bad space of emotion does not mean that you're in a bad space. Let those feelings come and let them move out, because once you start opening, we got it set up, you go to it. As far as your communication, talk to yourself. Just talk like you talking to your friend. Like, you just have to speak it out and just listen. Like, some days I be talking and I be like, who the fuck, they coming through. But You just have to be open enough to allow them in. And if they sense that you are not really open and ready, they're not gonna come. Okay? So you have to be dedicated, you have to be persistent, and you have to trust in what's coming, what's happening. So yeah, I mean, I guess that kind of sums it up. Just make your altar however you want to make your altar. You can look it up, look some things up. Like I told you, though, basically you need your air, your fire, your air, your fire, your water, and earth. Your 4 elements, the 4, what we are, what we carry. So it's a start, and like everything you need to begin, you can go get at Dollar Tree for $1. And if you don't have that, use what the fuck you have in your room. You got a ton of little blankets. Throw a blanket on that goddamn thing. Like, you have just, it's all about your intentions. And as long as your intentions are pure, your intentions are right, everything will move for you the way that it needs to move. Okay? You don't have to go all out and do this extra fancy shit. Because I still don't fucking go all out and do extra fancy shit. Because I don't have to. I know that I don't have to do all that. I just need a space where I can just directly go and just feel, just release, take my ass on and be good. Alright? Now, I know a lot of people hear about the alcohol, the libations, and that as well. Like right now I got me some whiskey on my altar, and I be taking shots every once in a while, Yeah, so it's just about where you are. And like that recently just happened. Like sometimes I would just sometimes just buy the alcohol and just put it on the table, and and now I'm actually drinking it, so it's just you'll be led to how you need to move. Like, and shit, if you want to start off with a fucking bottle of liquor, then hey, do that. It's your altar, but just know that we are setting intentions and energy is felt. So if you are doing shit for the wrong reasons, we gonna know, and it's gonna show. So yes, I guess that's all I got for now. I was taking little notes, but for the most part, like, that pretty much sums it up. Like, yeah, your intentions, I got what you need to start. Is, yeah, like I say, it's all about your intentions, and as long as you coming through with pure heart, or at least, I just want to know. And that's all you have to do in the beginning. I just need help. Like, how should I move? What, and it will come. It will come. So, I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for joining me for this Witching Wednesday. And I'm gonna probably go take these out and see if I can, look like something today.